Now let's try one simple problem to understand this method. Find the values of x given in this equation, x square minus 6x plus 5 equal to 0. Right. We will not consider the equation. We will only take the expression x square minus 6x plus 5. How do I factorize? Remember your 7th, 8th classes? I need two numbers whose product is 5 and the sum is minus 6. Can you suggest me two numbers whose product is 5 and the sum is minus 6? Tell me two numbers whose product is 5 and sum is minus 6. Manya says it's 5 and minus 1. 5 into minus 1 is minus 5, Manya. What I need is plus 5. And 5
Hello?
and minus 1, sum is 4.
Hello?
Yes, Shreya.
Minus 5 minus
Shreya,
1?
tell me.
Minus 5 minus 1?
The numbers are minus 5 and minus 1. Then what we do after identifying these two numbers, we'll keep the x square term and the constant term same. We will not touch them. But look at this middle term, minus 6. That we will express as a sum of these two numbers. So can I write that as minus 5x and minus 1x? Expression is same. X square minus 6x plus 5 is nothing but x square minus 5x minus x plus 5. So what we did, we kept the x square term as it is, constant term as it is. We will not disturb them. What we will disturb is only the middle term. That we will express as these two terms whose product is 5 and the sum is minus 6. Now let us see what is the advantage of writing like this. From the first two terms, if I take out x common, what is left? From the first term it's x left and from the second term it's 5 left. From the last two terms, can I take minus 1 common? That gives me plus x because I already took minus 1 and I took minus 1 out of 5. So I am left with minus 5. Now if you look at x minus 5 is common factor to both of them. So can I write this as x minus 5 into, now that I took x minus 5 common, what is left? X minus 1. Right? Now I am able to express x square minus 6x plus 5 as the product of two linear factors. But this is not my question. I need the value of x. So what is my equation? Till here what I am talking is expression. Now what I will be going to talk is equation. So what is equation for us? Equation is x square minus 6x plus 5 equal to, but x minus 6x plus 6 is nothing but x minus 5 into x minus 1 equal to 0. When will product of two numbers become 0? If x minus 5 is 0 or x minus 1 is 0. That gives me x equal to 5 or x equal to 1. Did I get both the solutions of this quadratic equation now? Is this method clear to all now? How to get the roots by factorization? Now the advantage here is simply I wrote product should be 5, sum should be minus 6. So you can observe this should be the product and this should be the sum. So I identified. But the linear equations, I mean x minus 5, x minus 1, two linear factors, this is so simple because x square does not carry any coefficient with it here. What happens if I have a coefficient? Let's look at this problem. See the problem here. Now the expression is 3x square plus 7x minus 6. Now how do I get the factors? Because if I take out number here, if I follow the same discussion that I did previously, then what I usually do is take out 3 common. That gives me x square plus 7 by 3 times x minus 2. So now I need sum should be 7 by 3 and the product should be minus 2, which is practically very difficult, isn't it? I cannot, now that the coefficient of x square became 1, but identifying two numbers whose sum becomes a fraction, is very difficult, not possible practically. Are you getting what is the difficulty in this case? So without doing this problem, how do I identify what should be the sum? Let's consider the expression once again. 3x square plus 7x minus 6. I need some two numbers whose sum is something and the product is something. What I need you to think now is, sum is always the middle term. Remember that. Sum should be always 7. Now product is not the only constant. Product should be of the product of these two. 3 into minus 6, that is minus 18. Given in the previous problem, what I did is that only when I wrote the product as 5, what I actually wrote is 1 into 5. Is it giving me a 5? Where I did not mention 1 into 5. But now I am mentioning. In this case, my product should be 3 into minus 6. So what I need is minus 18. Is the idea clear? You tell me numbers, two numbers. If I add them, I should get 7. If I multiply them, I should get minus 18. Tell me two numbers whose sum is 7 and the product is minus 18.
Plus 9 minus 2.
The number should be plus 9 and minus 2, right? 2. So how do I write this expression? I will not touch the x square term. I will not touch the constant term. I will express this 7x as plus 9x minus 2x. Now from the first two terms, I can take out clearly 3x common. What is left here? First term x is remaining, and from the second term 9x I took 3x out, so remaining is 3. Now from the last two terms, I can take out minus 2 common. I took minus 2 common from minus 2x, so I am left with x. And I took minus 2 common from minus 6, I am left with 3. Now if you observe, again I have x plus 3 as a common factor. So when I take out x plus 3 common, what I am left in the first term is 3x and second term is minus 2, right? So now 3x square plus 7x minus 6 is factorized as x plus 3 into 3x minus 2, isn't it? This is again the expressions part. What I need is equation now. Now the question is very simple. What my equation says, 3x square plus 7x minus 6 should be 0. That means x plus 3 into 3x minus 2 is 0. When will product of two factors become 0? Either x plus 3 is 0 or 3x minus 2 is 0. The first one would give me x as minus 3 and the second one would give me 3x as 2 or x as 2 by 3. Did I get both the solutions? X values are minus 3 and 2 by 3. Is this method clear to all? When the coefficient of x square is not 1, what should I do? The only thing is, sum will always be the middle term, no doubt. Product should be the product of first and the last terms. Is that idea clear to all? Now there is a direct formula, no need of always doing this kind of calculation of factorizing, identifying what should be the product, what is the sum, and getting the number. It's not only identifying. See, there is always a problem. Like I give you a equation, say 3x square minus 24x minus 17 equal to 0. If the numbers are so cumbersome, so complicated cases, then identifying whose product is, what should be the product here and what should be the sum, you tell me here. What should be the product first? How much should be the product from this equation? If I want to factorize this, what should be the product of the two factors, numbers? Shreya. Usual product should be minus 51. Product of 3 and minus 17. I need product to be minus 51, and what should be the sum? Minus 24. And I'm stuck with the number because Manya, it's not 51. It's 3 into minus 17. So it should be minus 51. Now I'm clearly stuck here because 3 and minus 17, when I multiplied, I got minus 51. And for 51, these are the only three factors. 3 and 17 are the only factors. There are no other factors. Because both 3 and 17 are prime numbers. And their sum is only 20. I will not do 24. That means I cannot practically identify the two numbers whose product is going to be minus 51 and whose sum is going to be minus 24. If I cannot identify such numbers, then my factorization method doesn't work. But this equation should have, because this is quadratic, so I need two roots out of this equation. How do I get them? That will come from a direct formula. No need of factorization, no need of finding the two numbers. With the product as minus 51, no need of solving any of them. Directly take the values and substitute and you'll get the formula. It's like a computer. It's like a calculator. But for this calculator to come to you, we need to wait till Saturday. So till then what we do? We try some more problems to master the idea of factorization. Can you solve this equation? Okay, not this. This. Quick. Is the question visible to you all on the screen? Find the values of x from this equation. 3x plus 1 into x minus 1 equal to 5x minus 3 into 2x minus 3. Would you like to try? First, write down the question, because the length of while solving may be a little bigger than this screen, so I might change the screen to a blank screen. The question will not be visible. Write down the question and then start solving.
Yes, sir.
Shreya, is this quadratic? Means standard quadratic?
No, sir.
Visual says yes. Why it
Yes,
is no?
yes. No, sir, it is yes, because after subtracting, we will get the x square term.
Yeah, so is this given equation in standard form or not? That's what I'm asking.
Yes, it is in quadratic.
It is quadratic. My question is it in standard quadratic equation?
No, sir.
Because the right hand side is not 0. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Any equation is said to be standard equation provided my right hand side is 0. It is not 0, so you make it 0. Then factorize. Anybody got what is the standard equation of this given equation? Yes, did anybody get the standard equation? Okay. Let's take up the equation. What is given? 3x plus 1 into x minus 1 is equal to 5x minus 3 into 2x minus 3. So as if I'm multiplying two polynomials, I'll continue the multiplication. 3x into x gives me 3x square plus 1 into x would give me x. Minus 1 into 3x would give me minus 3x. Plus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Is on the right hand side, what is the terms? 5x into 2x, that gives me 10x square. Minus 3 into 2x would give me minus 6x. Minus 3 into 5x should give me minus 15x. Minus into minus is plus 9. So now that I have a bigger term of 10x square on the right hand side, let's carry all the factors to the right hand side. 10x square, 3x square, when this comes to the right hand side, it becomes minus 3x square. So it is 7x square. Minus 6x minus 15x is minus 21x. When plus x minus 3x, that is minus 2x, goes to the right hand side, it is plus 2x. Minus 21 plus 2 is minus 19x. And the constant is 9. Minus comes to right hand side, it is plus 1. So it is plus 10 equal to 0. Did you get this equation? 7x square minus 19x plus 10 equal to 0, which is in the standard form. Actually, the given equation is not in a standard equation because right hand side is also a polynomial. We converted that to a quadratic in standard form. Now we will try to solve. Is this clear up to here? Is it clear to everyone? Ujjwal, Manya, have you got the same equation? Right. Now how do I solve? You tell me. This is factorization. So what should be the factors? How much should be the sum and how much should be the product? Manya, what is the sum? Sum should be minus 19. Ujjwal, what should be the product? Product should be 7 into 10, that is 70. Yes. Can you tell me what are the two numbers? If I add, I should get minus 19. If I multiply, I should get 70. What are the two numbers? Manya, minus 14 and plus 5 or minus 5? Check it up. Yes, Ujjwal, right. Both are minus 14 and minus 5. Then what will happen? We'll keep the 7x square as it is, plus 10 as it is, but the minus 19 will write it as minus 14x minus 5x. So from the first two terms, we'll take out 7x common. I'll continue this here only as an equation because now we got sufficient practice from expression to equation. I'll continue to be in equation only. Time saving. When I took 7x common, I'm left with x here. And from 14x, I took 7x common. So what I'm left with is minus 2. Now from the rest of the two terms, I'll take out minus 5 out, leaving me with x minus 2 again. Now that I have x minus 2 as a common factor, we'll pick up x minus 2 common and we are left with 7x minus 5 equal to 0. When will be the product of two factors be 0? When x minus 2 is 0 or 7x minus 5 is 0. So either x is 2 or x is 5 by 7. So what are the two roots? Which option do they satisfy? Get the option A. Is this clear to all three of you? That's my next problem. Okay. What I will do is, otherwise you people will forget me by the next class. Copy this problem quickly. First copy the problem, quick. That will be one problem homework to you for the next class. You will try it independently and tell me the answer when we begin the class on Saturday. Because maybe next week it will be science. All three will be three sciences, not physics, chemistry and bio. So next class, we will finish the other method where you need not even factorize. Directly substitute in the formula and you will get the value. So this is one problem which is homework to you. Copy the problem and then inform me that copied. Copy this also. Please copy this also and mention me that copied. A two-digit number is such that the product of its digits is 12, and when 9 is added to the number, the digits interchange their places, then find the number. Here also equation is not given. We have to get the equation. Then we have to find the factors. Then we'll have the solution. So 2 problems as homework. What do you think, Ujjwal? Will be sufficient 2 problems? 2 days.